Imagine waking up every few seconds, as if for the first time. No past, no future. Only an endless loop of blankness. Clive was once a gifted musician, singing in cathedrals and leading orchestras in famous halls. His life was full of music, and he was respected for it. But in a single moment, everything changed. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, Clive worked with top orchestras, devoted to his art. He married, had 3 children, though his marriage eventually ended. Afterward, he focused on his career and rose to new heights. In the early 1980s, he joined BBC Radio 3 to oversee music programs nationwide. Around this time, he met Deborah, 20 years his junior, and they fell deeply in love. They married quickly, and life felt perfect, until tragedy struck. Just 6 months into his marriage, Clive came home with a severe headache. What began as flu-like symptoms quickly escalated. His fever spiked, and he suffered seizures, landing him in the hospital. There, doctors discovered a rare infection in his brain's memory center, the temporal lobe, herpes encephalitis. This virus attacked his hippocampus, the part responsible for forming memories. The result? Clive was left with a memory span of just 7 seconds. He remembered his past, but couldn't form new memories. His brain reset every few seconds, leaving him in a constant blank state. He could still play the piano and conduct because these skills are stored separately in the brain, in what's known as procedural memory. But even as he played, he'd forget why he was there or how he knew the music. Deborah became his only anchor. She was the only person he would recognize, though even this connection faded after each brief encounter. To Clive, every few seconds felt like waking up again. Doctors suggested he keep a diary, so he began writing notes like, "I just woke up." But reading his own words only deepened his confusion, as each entry felt new and unfamiliar. Unable to live independently, Clive moved to a care home. There, he had his piano, some photographs, and a bed. Deborah visited often, though every visit felt like the first. Seeing her always filled him with joy, but moments later, she would disappear from his memory. Over time, his extreme behaviors calmed, and by 1994, he no longer needed sedatives. Clive's rare condition drew public interest, and even a documentary captured his life. When asked what it felt like to have no memory, he compared it to death. No difference between night and day, only a constant emptiness. For Deborah, the strain was immense. She wanted children and a complete life, but that was not possible. She moved to New York and filed for divorce. Clive, however, had no memory of it. 3 years later, Deborah returned to visit him, and when she saw his joy at recognizing her, she felt their connection once again. In 2002, Deborah and Clive remarried, though his memory stayed the same. For Clive, life is calm because each moment resets his mind, leaving no lasting sadness or joy. He often asks visitors to come back soon, forgetting each visit as soon as it ends. Clive continues his days in this endless loop, a life lived in 7-second flashes, tied to music and Deborah's enduring love.